Okay, I am going to do a think aloud now where I'm going to show you what's going on inside my mind. That's why I have these thought bubbles behind me. And I'm going to show you how I think when I'm writing a piece. So let's remember from last week where we began by reading a piece about Mari Copeny. And I have my text source with me because I know that I need to have my text source with me whenever I write. And then we also began by writing self-power across the top of our page. And then we did the do what. And that's the first part in power. For self, we wrote some self-talk and it says, let's see, what did we write for our self-talk? We wrote, got this. Okay, then we did our do what. And our do is describe how, and our what is Mari is an anti-racist. And then we moved down and we picked our ideas. So we looked at a couple of videos and we read some articles about Mari and we came up with some ideas. Then at the end of class, we organized those into an organizer, which is right here. And what we're going to do now is turn this organizer into a piece of writing, and I'm going to do it. And I'm excited to do this because you're going to get to score me, and I'm excited to see what score you're going to give me. And I am going to use some positive self-talk and say, I can do this. I can write a beautiful piece that my students are going to love and give a really high score to. All right, so here I go. I need to, first we would indent. So I press tab, and now I start with my big idea, which is the what, or the response to the prompt. So Mari Copeny is a fierce anti-racist. I've turned the prompt around, Love to see full answers. Okay, so I turned the prompt around. Mari Copeny is a fierce anti-racist who works to make the world more fair for people of color. Okay, then that shows that I really understand what an anti-racist is. Racism is when you treat people differently and unfairly because of the color of their skin, and an anti-racist is somebody who actively works to challenge and fight against that, and that's what Mari Copeny does. Okay, so now I'm going to look over at my organizer, and I see my first I has a dollar sign, and it says 200,000. Right, that is, okay, one way. I don't want to start with first because first, next, last. We had talked about how that can get boring. So I'm going to start with one way that Mari, I don't want to just say fights racism. It gets kind of boring. I'm going to say takes on this challenge because it is a challenge to fight racism. Yeah, that's fun. Takes on this challenge is that she raises money to buy water, to buy not just water, but clean water for the people in Flint, Michigan. Okay, and then let's explain how this is really fighting racism. The people in this area are mostly people of color. They did not have clean water, and the government did not do much. Did not do much. And now I'm going to say, but Mari did. Now, I think I'm not supposed to start a sentence with but it's kind of fun, so I think I will. No, I'm not sure. All right, I want to put across the idea that Mari is this amazing fighter, and so many people are, but I'm kind of stuck. Oh, I don't know what to do. And look at Joel, he's writing and I'm stuck. Oh no, what time is it? Is it almost lunch? Maybe I can get out of this. Oh, I could ask if I can go to the bathroom. I'll put that in chat. No, wait a minute. My self-talk was to stay focused. I can do this. Let me breathe. I'm going to do that hand breathing. Okay, I can do this. Yep, I am just going to put my idea. But Mari does. Other people weren't doing much, but Mari did. Okay, now my favorite part. This is getting fun now. Check it off. I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna check off the dollar sign and the 200 and the buy water because I use that. All right, next. Now I'm going to start with another way that Mari, now I'll use fights racism because it's a little further from the beginning, so it sounds okay. That Mari fights racism is that she speaks up. And I think for fun, I'm going to put a lot because she speaks up often. I know that's a little informal, but with the exclamation point, it just kind of makes it a little more fun for my reader to read. Okay, so she speaks up. Now I'm going to make a fun list. She tweets. Oh, I'm going to make a whole bunch of simple sentences. I know that I'm supposed to use conjunctions and make my sentences more long and complex at times, but right now I'm just going to make a whole list. She tweets. She makes videos. She gives speeches. She gives speeches. Okay, there. Now I've got a whole bunch of simple sentences. So now I'm going to liven it up with a more complicated sentences. She does all of this because she is dedicated, energetic, and cares so much about everyone. Okay, now finally, oh, there's so many more things she does, but we picked the finally. So we picked the top three. So I'm going to say another important, because we could have listed more, but these are the important ways she keeps fighting. That's really the word. You're fighting when you're standing up against racism. She keeps fighting is that she is, I'm using the word that a lot, and I want to vary up the words I'm using. Is that let me reread it. Another important way she keeps fighting is how she goes to, another way she keeps fighting is, I think I'll have to use it, is that she attends protests. Oh, I'll start a sentence with a conjunction. When George Floyd was murdered by the police in an unfair way, she did not just feel sad. She did feel sad. We all felt sad. She took action. All right, I'm getting tired. How much more? Oh, wait, you know what will encourage me? If I check it off. All right, let's see. All right, we're getting there. She took action. Okay, now I've said my third point. Now I'm going to wrap it up. Now, here's where I take a deep breath and I think, what does this piece really mean? What does it all mean? How can I really drive home the meaning of my piece? Let me take a deep breath. We all, oh, what was that word? Injustice, right? We all see injustice at times, but we can all take a stand. This makes the world, but we can all take a stand. I think that that's enough. Oh, I'm going to remind the reader that this whole piece was about Mari, just like Mari did. Okay,